Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are watching me from. And I'm delighted to be here this beautiful first day of April, April 1st, and it being my day 12 of the 90-day challenge. I'm truly grateful for the support that you people are giving me. And we continue, just dive in direct into what we need to talk about today. And today we are looking at some of the ways in which we are able to overcome the obstacles that we face day in, day out in business. And one thing that we have to understand is that whether we like it or not, obstacles will always be there. Yeah. There'll always be ups and downs in our businesses. So that is something that you cannot avoid. But what do we do when we face such situations? Yeah. The first thing I'd like us to look at is we have to change our perspective. How do we look at these things? How do we view this challenge that has come our way? And we need to be creating successful habits, and we think positively of how things will we or we think positively on how we want the things to be. And because most of the time when we think of negativity, that is when we end up failing. But when you see things from this grateful perspective, yes, this situation has happened, but what is it in it that I can be grateful for? So the more you are grateful, then it means you are changing your perspective. I know most of the time we are here complaining, we are frustrated, we are stressed. Those are some of the energies that we need to avoid, and instead we become optimistic that everything happens for a reason, and out of it I have learned something that will take me to the next stage. Then in that same perspective, we need never to give up at all, regardless of what this life throws at you. Never give up. And when we look at these prominent people like Abraham Lincoln, yeah, he tried the presidency how many times? Yeah, he he had an issue with the nerve system, his body, his health was not okay. He lost the elections around 8 times, but he never gave up, because if he had given up, then we will not have him as the 16th president of the US. So most of the time we choose to blame the obstacle, but we need not to blame the obstacle and find a way to get to the success. So the first one was changing the perspective from a negative perspective to a positive, from a blaming perspective to a grateful perspective, and never giving up. And also, you need to visualize, like, today, I want this day to be successful. Today, so you have to be grateful. Then look through the day how you want it to be. Visualize, have that picture in you, then things will turn out to be the way you want. Then another thing is another way of overcoming this obstacle is you look for the necessary resources. And resources here, I'm looking at what do you need to put in. Like if you are not good in keeping inventory, then you need to look for experts in those fields. If you are if you have seen people who have gone ahead of you and they are doing well, you can approach them as mentors and ask for their help, as in ask for help from the relevant people. Make sure that you're having the relevant resources that are required in the venture that you are running. Then, as you put in place all these resources, the people that you need to ask the people that you need to ask help from. Now you need to take action and be consistent. So if you had written down that I will approach a mentor, are you doing it? Take your phone, call one or two people that you feel they're in your area, and ask for a meetup with them, and get to tell them the issue and get to hear their perspective and how best they can also help you. If you needed to learn maybe something, what are you doing about that? Is it something that you can get a class online? Is it something that you can maybe engage uh, among the experts? Yeah, so you need to take action on what you have said that you're going to do. Yeah, and just break these in small chewable pieces. If you're looking for a mentor, of course you'll not look for 10 mentors. You look maybe for two or three, two mentors, then get their perspective, then you get to choose which mentor are you going to work with. So you have to break them into smaller pieces that you are able to take like consistently. You agreed you'll be meeting once. Are you meeting once? You agreed your mentor gave you assignment. Are you following through with this assignment? So when you're having issues, make sure that you are taking actions. What steps are you taking towards overcoming that obstacle? Yeah, don't just be like, yeah, it happened, it is okay. No, it is not okay. Do something, do something about it. Then the last one, of course, you have to embrace the challenge and enjoy the journey. Challenges will be here day in, day out. Yes, it has come. So what have I learned from this challenge? Hmm? How best can I how best can I handle it? Yeah, because I always believe when you handle a challenge today, that does not mean that is the end of challenges. No, they are still here, but you'll have learned something that will make you stronger for tomorrow's challenge. Yeah, you'll be wiser than the way you were yesterday. So today's challenges, they make you more wiser. And when you take it from that perspective, I can assure you that there'll be no more frustrations, no more stressful moments. Of course, you feel it, but just take it. What am I learning from this? What lessons am I going away with? And I believe in one way or the other, you'll be overcoming, you'll be solving your challenges. So we said the first one is you change your perspective on how you view things. You move from negative to positive, you become grateful and you visualize. This is how I want my business to be. Every day you wake up thinking, this is how I want this business to be. And for sure it will come to manifestation. Then you need to look for the relevant necessary resources. If you need to ask for help, if you need to put in financial resources, do that. Then you need to take action and be consistent. Break it down into smaller pieces that you are able to carry through, but as long as you remain consistent. And the other one, you embrace the challenge and enjoy the process and run with it. Thank you so much for watching. I don't want to take much of your time, and let me know if these tips are helpful. Let me know. If there is something that you want me to talk about, let me know. I will truly appreciate, and I'll be glad to come back with solutions to what you want answers to. Thank you so much. God bless you, and have a blessed week ahead. Bye bye.